wow. Alright. Greetings guys, gals, non-binary pals. Welcome back to the Amazing Plant Project. My name's Kate, and today we're doing something a little different. Now, I've seen wish videos all across the interwebs, and most of the time someone has ordered something, waited for months for it to get there, and then is doing a review slash demo of the thing. Now, being that this is a botany, ethnobotany channel, aside from the physical objects like plant stands or watering things, hydroponics, which I have found on Wish, so that might be an avenue to consider at a later date. But aside from that, the main prevalence that I've seen on Wish for botany type things is seeds. Now, especially with the state that the world's in, a lot of people are home right now, and a lot of those people who are home right now are probably wanting to grow their own food, their own fruits and vegetables and flower plants and things like that. And Wish is a pretty inexpensive location for a lot of things. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting whatever you ordered, though. So, I figure if there was any time to wear the Sherlock shirt on this channel, it would be now when we're diving in to investigate some plant things. So, for science, let's do this, huh? Alright, so, they're pretty much broken up into three main categories. There's one that's an actual plant and it seems to be legit. There's two that it's an actual plant, but there's misleading information, either because it's been slightly photoshopped a bit or the labeling is off. Or three, that's just not a thing. So, I will say there's more for the first two, but there's some gems in there that I found. So, first, let's go in with the lychee. Now, lychee, strawberry, banana, blackberry, kiwi, fruit, vegetables, flower seeds, garden, plant, decor, bonsai, fruits, planting a rare fruit tree, apparently is the full title for this one. But unlike some that I've seen where it's just one picture, each of the ones listed, oh, and a cucumber too, that's fun. Each of the ones listed plus a whole smattering of other ones is present. Oh, a dragon fruit. Haven't seen those for a while. And each one has its own listing. Now, whether you get the exact one that you ordered remains to be seen because it is Wish and there's a precedence for what you ordered not being the thing that you receive. But it is promising. Rare seeds, tomato, black cherry, Russian heirloom vegetable seed. Now, while black tomatoes aren't the norm, having images like these, where you can kind of see that it's not just black, it's a dark red black with like some patches that are differently colored than others, and even on these ones you can see the different tones in there. So that is actually a thing. That is a plant. That qualifies. But again, who knows if that's what you would actually get if you ordered them. Okay, let's go into some decorative florals, shall we say. So there's this one that's a fuchsia. Now, I haven't seen ones that are the lighter tone like this, but I know they exist. Just like I know that this one exists. The only issue that I have with this, because we used to grow these, and from what I remember, the red and blue, like the red, purple, blue, isn't that saturated, and you can kind of see that it looks like they upped the whole picture's saturation by probably 10. But otherwise, it's a realistic plant. Like, that is a thing. It's just not that pigmented. Now we have the blatant photoshopping skills up in here. The Japanese rare purple cucumber, or the full title, sorry. 50 pieces Japanese rare purple cucumber seeds, organic vegetable seeds, fruit seed, bonsai plants, home garden decor. Now, looked it up just to, make sure. And there is a purple Japanese cucumber. However, it looks like this. And whether or not this is reliable, because it's AliExpress that this one's on, but this is a lot more realistic than that, because that looks like it was attacked with spray paint. Oh yeah, so there's a whole category in the Wish seed section for bonsai. Now sometimes it's part of another listing, so it's like fruit tree, bonsai, something, 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 as part of the title. And sometimes, like for this guy, they're selling bonsai seeds, which I'm gonna tell you is not a thing at all. So when it says 20 pieces flower pots bonsai juniper bonsai seeds purify the air, absorb harmful office fumes. Juniper is good for the air and stuff if you're not allergic to it, but there's a lot of listings for bonsai. Now, admittedly, I have not studied the art of bonsai. I would like to. I was contemplating taking some classes at the local arboretum before all of this happened and everything got shut down. But bonsai is a careful, artistic trimming and pruning manipulation of the root system and the limbs and the foliage to work with the plant and bend the limbs in a way that is pleasing and aesthetic, but also doesn't compromise the integrity of usually a tree, but the plant itself, so that even in a shallow pot, it can still thrive and produce flowers and is healthy to the best of its potential. That is a serious art form that, from what I've seen, takes years to master. And it's something that I found fascinating for so long. Admittedly, I think the first time that I saw someone pruning a tree in a bonsai style, and I know I'm saying that wrong, so anyone watching this who has any kind of Japanese linguistic ability, I'm sorry. You don't get that from the special C. But again, they might well be seeds from the plant that you would then bonsai, or use those techniques with. However, a lot of people would probably go into it thinking that they would get this cute little tree to put in the office from the one seed, and that's not the case at all. And being that Wish is notorious for taking pictures from other things. We've got these. Now, selective breeding between plants means that you take the genes from an ideal plant, and an example that's really nice, and you breed it with an example that's really nice, and you have a hopefully combination plant that's really nice, whether it's smaller seeds and larger fruit, or whatever. So in theory, this might, so in theory, this picture, okay, there we go. This picture might be accurate to something that you could get, because watermelons could grow that big. But unless it's a very specific sort of ecosystem requirements, among other things, and very particular species, that's not happening at all. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's one of those examples of them nabbing photos from interesting postings that people have made. I mean, most of these are probably that. Here we have an example of, it's a thing that exists, it's a legit thing, however, there is no way at all that you're growing heart-shaped cucumbers. Nah. That's that right there? No. Can you grow them? Yes. Just like you can grow Buddha-shaped pears, because that is a thing that happens. But it's a matter of going up to the juvenile fruit as it's forming, and it's still really small, and you have to put a hard, plastic form around it that makes whatever's developing in there, the fruit or vegetable, conform to the dimensions of the mold as it's developing. And then you harvest that and you get this. The same as the notoriously overpriced square watermelons. Like so. There is no way that you're growing a square watermelon. This is a regular watermelon stuck in a box. Okay, wow. Alright. So, this right here is all kinds of a hot mess. So, we've got, what's the official title? 200 pieces rare giant eggplant seeds, organic vegetables, purple round eggplant, melangina seeds for garden. Now, because I am a scientist person, and because I had not seen melangina as a botanical title, looked it up just to make sure. And it appears to be a genus of sea snails. So, don't know what they were trying to do with that. So there are examples of that sort of eggplant shape, like this guy, but it's a Helios Russian heirloom eggplant. Now, eggplants come in a rather large array of possible shapes and sizes and everything else, just like the rest of them. So, well, I might not be all that familiar with eggplants because I'm not, let's be fair. This is probably legit. However, the title right there, not so much. I don't know about that. And again, no idea if you would actually get the thing. Okay, so we've gotten those out of the way. Now, I appreciate rainbow colored things, multicolorful tomatoes and all that. If you have, because there's a lot of different colors that tomatoes can be. A, neon purple tomatoes are not a thing. B, neon pink, blue, green tomatoes are also not a thing. This thing looks like it's, where'd you go? This looks like it's straight out of someone's Easter basket. And on top of that, you can see where they changed the color makeup because it's not selected all that well in there. But on top of everything else, even though there's multiple different colors of tomatoes, This right here is basically, that's trying to tell you that, oh, wow, it's so obviously painted. To the point that they missed a spot right there. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is legit. That's tomato plants. But they have it looking like there's 5 different varieties growing on one stalk at the same time, which is also not a thing. I mean, we've got a tree out there that's got a plum, a white peach, and a yellow peach. But that's because they grafted them together. You don't do that with tomatoes. And even then, they don't grow all in one clump like this. For that, it's like one branch is this, one branch is this, and one branch is this other thing. Which is its own set of issues that we'll probably get into at a later video. Yes. So, in the world of strange plant things, and the other two are kind of mythical beasties of the plant world. So, found this lovely example of shenanigans with the spiral daisy. Now, they tried to match seeds to the spiral daisy seeds home garden yard plant flower, which that's a whole mouthful in itself. But they tried to match seeds because if you look at it, there's actually a spiral on the seed, which I find an interesting detail because they don't bother to do that with pretty much anything else. And for all of these, especially for that one, it's so obvious. And just like a 2-second Google search for spiral daisy came up with this, and it's a modification of fine art pieces. And now we come to the piece de resistance, the reason that I decided to do this in the first place. Now, when I tried to look it up on Wish, it's not there anymore. However, if you pop over to good old Amazon, you find this little gem. Seeds for planting cornstarch. That's what it says, cornstarch. Strawberry kiwi seeds, 100, 200, 400 pieces. Rare strawberry kiwi seeds, organic sweet fruit yard bonsai plant, 400 pieces. Strawberry kiwi seeds. Now, let's see. Alright. This is a scam. These don't exist. Please don't waste your money. A few seeds germinated. I planted them in rock wool for my aeroponic system. After 60 days, I have what look like nice strawberry crowns developing. I can't complete the review or the ranking until I see flowers and fruit. Like, Brian, really? No. There's a few that are taking it seriously. It took longer than planned delivery. None sprouted. Shocking. And then you have this one that's just, they gave me radiation poisoning and now I have superpowers. Thanks. Now I can fight crime as a vigilante superhero. Thanks, Brian. You made reading the reviews fun. But, like, seriously. Strawberry kiwi fruit. Now, first off, like, this is a lot better photoshopping than some of the ones that we've seen in the last, like, however long. But if you're gonna make something like that, it's only got one set of seeds, dude. Like, come on now. Seriously. Also, why? Oh, man. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end today's complete shenanigans. So, with that, I will be signing off for right now. I will see you all later. Have a fabulous day while everyone's stuck inside and trying not to go nuts. I realize there's a lot of stuff coming on this channel and stuff on my other channel. I'll have everything linked down below in the description. and on various points on the screen. I started a botany book club on my blog, and if you want to get in on the discussion and recommend a particular book that you want to see reviewed, most of that is on the Patreon right now. Again, everything's down in the description. Have a good one. If there's anything else that you want me to look up, any weird sites for plant stuff, let me know and I'll give it a check, because I had some fun with this. So if there's anything else on the interwebs that's plant related or general science things that you want to see me check out, let me know in the comments or various social medias. See you later. Have a good one, everybody.